A number of questions come in through social media platforms, email, website. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of container gardening, and I actually plan on putting some berry bushes in containers. What should I know? Definitely a novice here. Well, you need to have enough space. I mean, like a half of a whiskey barrel. If we're putting a raspberry plant in, for example, half of a whiskey barrel, be sure you feed it. Now, if you're growing blueberries, that's a total different type of berry plant that needs acidic soil, about a 4 to 4.5 on the acidity level.
You should definitely do your research, whatever
Yes.
you're growing, because different berries need different care, spring, fall, what have you.
Trimming back the old canes, that type of thing. So keep that in mind. From our WAAM WAAM station out of southeast Michigan, this question came in. How much damage will a possum do in my yard and vegetation?
Well, possums are friendly friends. They eat ticks. They help prevent Lyme disease. They kill venomous snakes. They mostly eat like dead animals, insects, rodents, birds.
Scavengers. Scavengers, yeah.
But they're carnivores, so they're not necessarily going to eat what's in your garden. They're going to eat stuff that's like around your garden. Grubs. They're going to eat. They want meat. Yeah. Possums want meat. So,
unfortunately, the possums also are known to eat cat food, dog food, if that's available, and kitchen scraps. So if you're burying like a trench method, they can dig that up and try to eat that.
But they'll eat roadkill even too.
Yeah, so but they're very beneficial. You don't want to kill them.
No, you don't want to kill them.
You can spook them away, but
don't leave dog food out.
They eat a lot of ticks. They eat a lot of beneficial insects there when it comes to it. How long are seeds good for? I was going to plant some bush bean seeds, but I realized they're about 4 years old. Well, based on the conditions in which you have stored them, greatly determines the viability in which the seed has inside of it. Typically, a seed will lose 10% of the germination rate each year. Typical bush bean plant or bush bean seed will last between 4 and 6 years if you keep it in a chilled area over the when you're not using it, crisper of a fridge in a mason jar, or just in a
definitely
cool
just away from direct sunlight, any moisture, anything that's going to make them super hot. You want to keep them away from that.
Right. But go ahead and plant them. But I wouldn't rely, if they're that old, I wouldn't rely on the success of the germination. I would go ahead and plant them heavy, put 4 seeds in one hole, plant, and then get some good seeds from migardener.com and finish up your bed of beans. And you can plant them, you can succession plant them every week to get a harvest, because you're going to harvest them they're going to take 40 to 60 days to reach maturity, and then they'll produce for about 2 to 3 weeks, in which then you can plant more. Will the white butterfly attack my turnips and beets? And the answer is that's the cabbage white butterfly, and it is not attracted to other plants that are not in the brassica family. Attacking crops such as cabbage, turnips, Brussels sprouts, kohlrabi, and other brassicas, the white butterfly is an insect to be concerned about. The adult butterfly, however, is not directly the problem, but rather the larva. The eggs hatch underneath the leaves and begin eating the plant holes in it anywhere from 5 to 14 days after the eggs are laid. So there's different insecticides. You can cover your plants with a netting, but that is something you do want to be aware of, but it doesn't affect other plants in that family. So if you do see some eggs, you can remove up to 25% of the leaf structure on the plant and dispose of those so they do not and will not hatch and cause problems. Next question. Is it effective to create a compost pile with just grass clippings? Let's go to Standard Processes. Ben, he is the farm property supervisor there. Standard Process is your trusted whole food supplement manufacturer for over 90 years. To help identify the best supplements for you, find your local healthcare professional today. Go to standardprocess.com/patient.
This is Ben Bartlett with the Standard Process Organic Farm. Today, John from New York asks if it's effective to create a compost pile with just grass clippings, or do you need to add some ratio of browns and greens to make the compost happen? First of all, it's a great idea to use your grass clippings in this way, especially if you haven't sprayed your lawn, because they can really improve your soil and add some nutrients back. It's not a 50-50 ratio that you use. You actually need about 30 parts grass because they are mostly nitrogen and water, and then you need 1 part brown carbon, which is leaves or newspaper or some kind of dried out clippings that you can mix together. So again, 30 parts green, 1 part brown. You need to turn it pretty often, maybe a couple of times a week. It's going to get pretty warm, but it's going to break down and turn into compost that much faster. Keep it moist, but not dripping wet. That'll help the microbes that are breaking things down be alive and keep making your compost for you. Mix those grass clippings really quickly before they dry out, because then you change your green carbon into brown carbon and then your ratio will be off. So it's a great way to use your grass clippings. Just need 30 parts green, 1 part brown. Add some moisture, keep turning it and aerating it, and you're going to end up with compost that's great in no time.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.